Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Mastered His Katana. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, I know it's quite confusing. Naruto doesn't have a katana, he doesn't use it in the canon. But this one will do because I was able to craft a backstory that might fit in. Do let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about the story after, watching the whole movie. And make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 3 years after the Kyuubi attack at nighttime. As we go towards the said village to see that, it was a snowy evening. The snow was covering the streets of Konoha and falling from the sky as well. As pushing through that was a small 3-year-old running as fast as he could, and behind him a huge mob was chasing him, yelling get him or kill him and whatnot. They had from kitchen knives to kunais to different objects in their hands, and they were chasing the 3-year-old for a simple reason. Because he was the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, which he was not aware of, by the way. As Naruto Uzumaki, the said 3-year-old, was panting heavily. It was snowing badly and he did not had any warm clothes to cover himself, and now he was forced to run while trying his best to survive on the streets. He never lived on the streets. He was kicked out of the orphanage just yesterday evening. He was able to survive one day, barely, and this had happened. A bunch of mob was now chasing after him. Come on, why is this happening to me? I have to get out of here. Thought the 3-year-old as he was panting heavily. His breath was visible in the snowy evening. As suddenly a man jumped in and stopped the people in their track. As Naruto paused, seeing that the said man had brown hair and brown eyes and tan skin, wearing the traditional Konoha Jonin outfit, and he had a katana on his back. Stop right there. What do you think you're doing? Haru, get out of the way. This doesn't concern you. He is a demon and he needs to die. As Haru took out his katana and pointed towards the said man. You know the word of Hokage is law, right? And you are close to breaking it. You think I care? Oh, you should. You live under his rule, his regime. Never forget that. Seems like it is you who should not forget. Haru, we are the ones who raised you, who made you the shinobi you are. That may be true, but I'm doing you a favor, stopping you from making a mistake that you might come to regret in the future. Whatever. We're done here. You got lucky today, kid, but that won't happen next time. And with that, the mob turned and began to leave. As Haru sheathed his katana and turned with a smile on his face, the said man walked towards Naruto and went on one knee, placing a hand on Naruto's shoulder and then on his forehead. You're getting a fever. How about we get you to the medics? The medics? But I... It's alright, you don't need to say anything. And so, taking Naruto into his arms, the man disappeared, arriving at the hospital where Naruto was being treated. As Haru stood by, and after being treated, he arrived inside. So, how's the condition, doc? It's alright, just a minor fever because of the cold. Get him some warm clothes and he will be fine. Make sure he takes these medicines. As a bunch of tablets were handed over to him. Will do. Why are you doing this for me? Why shouldn't I? Because I'm an orphan, said Naruto. As Haru smiled. You know, then that makes you more like me than you think. As Naruto's eyes widened. Wait, you're an orphan as well? Yes, I am an orphan. The whole village, the shinobis, my allies, they are my family. And you, being a part of this village, are kind of my family as well. And that touched Naruto. Really? Of course. My name is Haru, by the way. Yeah, I know Haru, Nisan. Nisan, huh? That's nice. Alright, from this day onwards, you're like a little brother to me. Naruto, right? Yes, Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, the future Hokage. Future Hokage. I'm sure you'll be able to become one day. If you work hard, that is. I will. I promise. I'll become cool as you one day. I hope you do. Much better than me. But before that, future Hokage-sama, how about we go and meet the current one before you take away his seat and tell him about your situation? And so, Naruto, grabbing his hand, got out of bed and they walked towards the Hokage office. As now we have a scene change in which we see both of them were standing in front of Hiruzen Sarutobi, who was currently listening to them seated on his desk. His paperwork was placed on one side and his pen was placed on the table, laying down there. I see. So this happened to Naruto while you were returning from your mission, Haru. Yes, Hokage-sama. And Naruto over here, I didn't ask him yet. I wanted you to ask him yourself. Why was he outside? He's an orphan, right? He should be in orphanage. Yes, Naruto. I was kicked out of the orphanage yesterday night. What? Why? The orphanage matriarch grabbed my arm and threw me outside without any reason. Just told me never to come back here. Really? She did. Seems I have to pay her a visit, said Haru. As Haru then said, I am gonna leave you two, Hokage-sama. I have somewhere to be. Haru, wait. I know what you're going to do. I'm just gonna talk to her. She's not like this. I need to know why. What would you do after finding out? Nothing. I don't know. Precisely. That is why it is best if you stay here and deal with the current situation. So, Hokage-sama, It's alright, Naruto. You don't need to live into the orphanage. There is an apartment complex in which Haru lives. It's not in the brightest of locations, but it is somewhere that is cheap. Isn't that right, Haru? Yeah. How about you take in Naruto and move in with him there? Really? You wanna live with me, kid? What do you say? That would be great, Haru-san. I mean, if you have me. Of course! Why wouldn't I? I mean, I got a little brother. Obviously, I'll take care of him, said Haru, as Hiruzen smiled seeing this. Alright then, it is decided. And so, a bunch of money was given to Haru as Haru brought Naruto to the market next morning to buy some clothes as well as other stuff. While doing so, the people glared at Naruto, but they knew about Haru. He was a local orphan who has lived there. And now, he was a shinobi. As Naruto looked down when people muttered while looking at him as if they were glaring at him, don't worry about them. That is how just people are. They would always talk. Really? Yeah, I mean you can't shut up everyone, can you? You just gotta be you and live for yourself. Really? But I thought that it is your dream to become the Hokage, no? Yeah, it is. Then do it for yourself, not for anyone else. My dream was to help around and be a shinobi so that I could protect my home and my people. And I'm doing that because I want to. As Naruto learned a lot from Haru. As after that we see, once they were moved in and settled, Haru and Naruto's life begin to go on like normal. Haru was going in and out of missions and also teaching Naruto about Kenjutsu a bit because Haru was a specialist in that. All the while Naruto was waiting to grow up to become a shinobi, finding out that at the age of 8, it was allowed to enter the Shinobi Academy where one can train and hone his skills. As Naruto, in the evening, once Haru was away on a mission, a long one, locked the apartment and went out for a stroll. It was a chilly evening near December, as near the park he found a girl with purple hair that was being bullied. Hey! Get away from her, said Naruto, as he still carried the wooden katana that was given to him by his Haru-nisan. Once there, Naruto took out the katana and was in a stance in front of them. Look at here. We're getting, kids. Get the hell out of here. Oi, isn't that the... Wait, is it him? You know what? As they dropped the girl onto the ground, and moved towards Naruto. I think we might have found our target practice, boys. As Naruto took a deep breath and then remembered his Nissan's verse. Always remember, keep your composure, see the attack coming, and then use your instincts to dodge and attack. Your katana is not only an offensive weapon, but your defensive one as well. It can become both your shield and blade in a battle if you use it as such. And that is what Naruto did, using the blunt side of the katana to parry the attacks, all the while using the sharper edge to literally scratch them like peeling a piece of sheet. This caused them to bleed a bit as they held their arms or hands. Damn it! You cut us! That is because you were harming the girl and trying to harm me. Get out of here! Shoo! Or I'll make it worse, said Naruto as he then cleaned off his wooden katana like a samurai and placed it back, and then moved towards the girl with a smile on his face. Hey there, name's Naruto. Are you alright? As the girl passed out. Hello? Oh man, she passed out. Maybe she's sick. As that is when we see her assistant came running. You, what the hell did you do to her? Saved her? Saved her? What do you mean by that? As he was grabbed and then brought back to the Hyuga clan, from which Naruto found out the girl belonged to and was the future heiress. As once Hinata woke up, Naruto was kept there until then and interrogated, which was almost like an hour. Once she was woken up, she was brought down there, where her father was seated, as Naruto was tied and seated in front of them, and had a frown on his face. Seriously, for the last time I'm telling you, I didn't hurt her. If anything, I was trying my best to help. As his assistant arrived, Yashi-sama, Lady Hinata has awoken and she wishes to speak to you. After finding out about the situation regarding the boy, he saved me, father. He rescued me from those Genins who were trying to bully me. Is that so? As with a snap of his finger, the guards moved in and opened Naruto as he apologized. As on behalf of the Hyuga clan, I thank you. And also as a father, I apologize for taking these precautions. You see, I rarely trust any soul nowadays, and I am very protective of my family, especially when it comes to my daughters. As Hinata blushed a bit, and then looking towards Naruto, she said, My name is Hinata. Huh? Said Naruto. You told me your name and asked for mine, right? Before I... Oh yeah! Name's Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you, Hinata-chan. Uzumaki, huh? Said Hiyashi, as after thinking for a bit and looking at Naruto, which Naruto realized was the same stare as the people, he smiled. Fine then. Thank you, Naruto Uzumaki. What do you want as a reward? Nothing, sir. If anything, I was just trying to save Hinata-chan over here, and I guess I ended up making a friend. Isn't that right, Hinata-chan? As Hinata blushed but nodded, with a small smile on her face, as Yashi looking at this side and agreed. Alright then. Do you wish to stay here for the evening, or... Yeah, I'll be leaving. I have to get back at home, you know. And so, Naruto bid his farewell to his new friend and the clan that he has met and arrived back at home. It was quite a happy evening for Naruto, as now we see time begin to pass by. Naruto continued his practice of katas for kenjutsu that he was learning under his brother, while his brother continued to go in and out of missions. That is until Naruto reached at the age of 6, and everything changed. Naruto was training into the park area nearby that, where the kids his age used to go and play, and that is where Naruto found out that the pink-haired girl was being bullied by a lot of the other girls, especially led by a yellow-haired one, who was calling her the forehead and whatnot. Naruto jumped in and protected her from one of the girl bullies to throw a rock at her forehead, as it hit Naruto into the back while Naruto hugged her from the impact. Are you alright? Said Naruto. Ah, look! Forehead, your Prince Charming came. Ugh, ugly. Yeah, I can see. Ugly, said Naruto, looking at the girls, as the girl then greeted her these. What did you say to me? Yeah, I mean, Even if you have all that pretty face and whatnot, you're still ugly to me. Like, I don't know how to say this. Maybe your soul is? Huh! Idiot, soul doesn't have any facial expressions. It shows on your face. Well, this one here, she's quite lovely to me. What's your name? As the girl's eyes widened, as she looked at Naruto. Sakura. Thank you for helping me. It's alright, nothing to worry about. So, where do you live, Sakura? I might be able to help you. And so, Naruto walked her to her apartment, where she lived with her mother and father. As soon as her mother and father saw Naruto, they were quite scared, a bit shocked as well. But Naruto greeted them, and then, after saying, "Alright, take care of yourself, Sakura-chan," left. They asked their daughter what had happened, and once they learned, they were left shocked, almost stunned. The child they thought was a monster was in fact more human than the people living here. If that wasn't saying anything, then they did not know what was. As Naruto was going to return towards his apartment after that, winding up his training in the evening, we see that he found a shinobi standing there at the front door. "You're here." Where's Haru-san? "It's about him. Hokage-sama has sent me here to bring you there," said the said shinobi, who was wearing a mask which Naruto realized was an elbow mask, with a dark scripture on it. "My name is Inu. I'm here to bring you there, Naruto. Don't worry, your Nissan or you neither are in trouble. It's the news that you need to hear from the Hokage-sama himself." And so once arrived there, Naruto looked at the room and found that only Hiruzen was there. And on the table, his desk in which he used to do the paperwork, was placed the katana. "Where is Haru-san?" "He was sent on Amegakure on a mission, Naruto. A mission to infiltrate and to report back. It was supposed to be a week-long mission. Everything was going great until he died." "What? No. That cannot be." "I'm sorry, Naruto, but Haru is dead. His body was found, and it's in the morgue. A funeral will be arranged in a few days. Stay strong, son. His dying wish was for you to have his katana, and to make sure that you fulfill your dream. For yourself." As Naruto began to cry, hugging the katana of his brother, the only man in this world who was like a family to him, a true one in a sense. And now he was gone. As after that day, we see Naruto arrived at the funeral, wearing his katana, his brother's katana, which was a simple black one, instead of his wooden. As he looked with his hollow eyes as the casket of his brother was lowered to the ground. As Hiruzen placed a hand on the boy's shoulder, Haru's friends were there. As Naruto was walking past by the village back to the apartment, the murmurs erupted. "It's all because of that monster. Poor Haru. He was too good for this world, always trying to look good even in the evil. But I guess it came to bite him in the ass." As Naruto hearing this gritted his teeth and arrived inside the apartment, where he began to cry himself to sleep, but he couldn't, because he still was repeating each and every word that the people said about his Nissans that in his head. Naruto from then on took each and every ounce of training seriously. He trained and trained for 2 years straight, regardless of weather, whether it was storm, it was hailing, it was sunny, like burning level of heat, or either it was cold. He trained each and every day for 8 hours until his arms became sore, until his hands began to bleed. He trained with the blade. He trained so hard that he mastered that katana in each and every ounce of possible way. He made it his shield, he made it his blade. But Naruto wasn't aware that Hiruzen was watching this. And so was the council, the boys obsessed with that blade of his brother. Said Homura, as Hiruzen then said, "Of course he is. He's going through a lot. The only person who seemed to care about the boy is dead. And for him, this is foolish. The boy should be focusing on ninjutsu as well, not only on kenjutsu. It won't get him anywhere. He should learn from his brother's mistake. You might think that, but remember what Sensei said? I do not fear a man who knows many techniques. I fear a man who has mastered one 10,000 times, in different ways. The same example applies to Naruto. Haru did work and worked hard, but he stopped doing that after reaching his potential. We are not sure how far Naruto would be able to go. Currently, he is a Chunin level Kenjutsu master. A Chunin level, you say? As Naruto, after winding up his work, panting heavily, was returning back to his apartment at night, as some of the Anbu's Black Mask ones attacked him. As Naruto took out his blade and then defended against each and every one of their weaponry attacks, from Senbon needles, which were so thin like hair, all the way up to tranquilizer dots, as well as Fuma shurikens, ninja stars, and kunais, and even katanas. And then Naruto also attacked at them, at their vital points, causing cuts to appear on their chests near the veins that, if was cut, could lose them a lot of blood, resulting in death. And Naruto's eyes the whole way were focused, not in front only, but in the back of his head as well, meaning that Naruto was looking 360 degrees with a single blade. As after that, we see Naruto was shocked when they all escaped with a bit of wounds. Huh? That it was weird. Naruto decided not to chase them because he realized that if they have left and ran away, it would be hard for him to catch them, because he was not that much off great with stamina when it came to running. As Naruto gritted his teeth, damn it, I need to go and inform Hokage-sama. As Naruto began to make his way as fast as he could to Hokage office, all the while deep into the pits of darkness, underground tunnels of Konoha were alive in the nighttime, where the shinobis returned, wounded, now being patched up, as Danzo and the elders arrived. So, what is the assessment, Root Commander? Danzo-sama, the boy is a Kenjutsu master. He uses the katana, a single one, and that is even a mediocre one at that, like a weapon that is crafted by a true weaponsmith for both defense and offensive purposes. Really now? And he was able to do all that with a single katana that is cheap. Yes. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Keep an eye on the boy, because he might be able to finally prove his worth. As finally Naruto reached on the other side at the age of 8, as we have a scene change, in which we see he was wearing his orange jumpsuit and the katana on his back, and was on his way to the academy, as a picture in the apartment was framed of his older brother smiling and him as a kid. Watch over me, Haru-san. I am gonna go and make sure that I fulfill my dream for us, for both of us. And so Naruto locked the home and began to leave. Once arriving at the academy, Naruto looked straight with serious expression. And then the academy eras began. Naruto did not try to make any friends. If anything, he was more like a loner personality. The only friends that he had there, or persons he knew there, were Hinata Hyuga and Sakura Haruno, both of the girls who sat next to him and would talk to him, and Naruto would reply to them because they were the few people he knew before he changed and was still willing to open up to. As for the rest of the class, he could care less, as Naruto studied in the academy like this and formed a rivalry with Sasuke Uchiha, or more like Sasuke formed a rivalry one way towards Naruto, while Naruto didn't even bother to think about him, which caused Sasuke to have ego problems because Naruto was an orphan while he was an elite and Uchiha, and yet he was treated like this. As Sasuke too changed after a few years in the academy when a tragedy struck where his sibling Itachi Uchiha killed the rest of his clan and escaped, leaving Sasuke traumatized. Naruto felt sympathy to the boy, but he became an asshole, which Naruto lost instantly. As now we see, it was the final day of the academy. Years have passed as Naruto reached at the age of 13, and so have his friends and the rest of the academy. Iruka Umino has also grown closer to Naruto because he realized that Naruto was not the monster that the village thought him to be. If anything, he was just a boy who was going through a lot and has known what it feels like to lose someone you love. And because of that, his whole perspective of life and about Naruto had changed. But not everyone was like that, because Mizuki, Iruka's assistant, had made sure to make Naruto's life a living hell. He would find different, very minor reasons to either send Naruto outside of the class or make life trouble for him, make sure he fails, and because of that, Naruto was, if anything, in the academy, regarded as a mediocre student, a joke. But it worked in Naruto's favor because once he graduated as a mediocre student, he was placed into Team 7 with Sakura and Sasuke. Sakura was happy that she was with Naruto, but as for Sasuke, she was quite afraid of him because to her, which was a genius when it came to books, now Sasuke was unstable. Naruto was someone like him, but he had his emotions intact, while he didn't. Once that was done, they were told to return tomorrow so that they could be assessed into the teams. While Naruto was leaving, he witnessed that Kiba Inuzuka, who had failed the exam, was being taught with Mizuki-sensei, as Mizuki was giving him favors. Knowing Mizuki, which hated him, Naruto's eyes narrowed, because he knew world can turn upside down, but Mizuki giving favor to anyone? Nah, it's not possible. So, after Mizuki left, Naruto came near Kiba. Hello, Kiba. Naruto, what do you want? I wanted to know what he was speaking to with Sensei. Why should I tell you? Not like we're friends or anything. It's Mizuki-sensei we're talking about. It could get you in trouble, you know? I'm just trying to look out for you. Then don't. You don't know anything about me. You don't know anything about what I'm going through. Leave me the hell alone, Naruto. This doesn't concern you. Alright? I'll leave you to it then. Sorry for bothering you, Kiba. And so, that is what Naruto did. Left Kiba alone. But his eyes were narrowed, as it was nighttime in the village, as we have a scene change, as we see Kiba Inuzuka trying his best to climb through the pipes of Hokage Tower to the Hokage office. And once he was able to do that, he dropped Akamaru from his hood to there. Keep an eye out, boy. I'm gonna go inside. Akamaru whimpered, as if telling him to not do this. Shh, Akamaru, this is the only way. My sister, my mother will laugh at me if I don't pass. You know that. We have to do this. Now watch for me. As Kiba then found the window that was opened a bit for the air and went inside. As Akamaru whimpered again while laying on his force until Naruto arrived. Hey there, Akamaru. As Akamaru yipped a bit, as Naruto then said, It's alright, I'm here to help. I know that Kiba might get into trouble. That is why I have to knock him out. What I want you to do is go and alert his mother. As Akamaru yipped, as Naruto made sure that Akamaru down there onto the ground and dashed straight towards the clan compound of the Inuzuka clan. Once that was done, Naruto jumped in and knocked the hell out of Kiba with a single neck chop. Sorry, Kiba. This is for your own sake. As after tying his hands up, we see Naruto stood up. As that is when Hiruzen came inside. Mind telling me what you are doing here, Naruto? With Kiba Inuzuka. Kiba Inuzuka was approached today by Sensei, Mizuki-sensei from our class. And Kiba won't tell me what it is, but, well, Akamaru seems to know. I have sent him to go and inform his mother. I see. Mizuki, huh? Alright. I'll wait. In the meantime, you can go. Thank you for this. Here. As a pouch was thrown at Naruto, this is your reward. I was not doing this for reward, Hokage-sama, said Naruto, throwing it back. I did this because it was the right thing to do. As Hiruzen, taking the pouch back, smiled, but in the end decided to open up an account for Naruto and transfer the money there. And once it was said and done, we see that Naruto left. As a few moments later, we see coming through the door in a hurry was Tsuzumi Inuzuka, the leader of the Inuzuka clan and the mother of Kiba Inuzuka, who was freed and seated there because of the order of the Hokage. You snitched on me, Akamaru, as Akamaru told Kiba about what had happened. Is this true? That bastard! No, you damn idiot, it was your fault. You were being led into a trap, said Suzumi, as she pinched the bridge of her noses. You're gonna have an earful once you get back, you dumb idiot. Kage-sama, I apologize. My boy is dumb. He never meant to. I know, Tizumi. Everyone makes mistake. And besides, he was just a kid who was vulnerable at the time and was being taken advantage of. Mizuki has been paid a visit by a few of my anbus, and sooner or later he will be dragged here. That fucker. I'm gonna have a field day with him, said Tizumi. No, you're not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna interrogate and find out what he wanted to do with the Scroll of Ceilings. Scroll of Ceilings? That is why you were here? It was already bad enough that you came here to steal some scroll, but I did not knew that it was Scroll of Ceilings. Have you gone insane, Kiba? I'm sorry, Mother. I did not knew. It's alright, but make sure you remember this, Kiba. That scroll is old as the village itself. Stealing that would be declaring war on Konoha. As Kiba turned pale, realizing that Naruto might have saved him from and his clan from a great catastrophe. And so, that is why Kiba willingly left with Tizumi and Akamaru and her pup Kuramaru. Once they were gone, we see Hiruzen was seated as the elders arrived. We found out what had happened. And who was the one who was able to stop it. Yes, Naruto was the one who figured it out and was able to help Kiba and the Inuzuka clan. And Konoha. That boy is doing great. He has a lot of potential as well, even with just Kenjutsu. But he needs to be taught other techniques as well. He is in a team now. A team that would be utilized for force attacks. And because of that, Naruto would have to adapt because he is going to face a lot of challenges in the future if he doesn't. So that's how it's going to be, huh, Hiruzen? Some of the kids, they learn the hard way. And knowing Naruto, he will learn this way. And this way alone. Said Hiruzen. I hope you know what you're doing, Hiruzen. I know. Trust me, old friend. And with that, now we see Mizuki was grabbed in the meantime. As Hiruzen stood up and said, our guest has arrived. How about we have a little chat? What do you say, Danzo? Yes. We ought to have a chat with him after all. And so that is what they did. As Mizuki screamed. As now we have a scene change. The next morning, once arrived inside the academy, we see Kiba came towards Naruto and said, hey, listen man, I just want to say that thank you for what... It's alright, Kiba. You and I may not have been friends, but someone said to me that the whole village was his family. And he was close to me. And because of that, I follow his ideals. So you're like a family to me as well. Someone I was out to look out for. Whether you see me as such or not, I will protect you. Each and every one of you. As Kiba smiled and said, you know what? You got me at your back, protecting alongside you then, Naruto. Alright, I'll count you to it, said Naruto with a smile on his face. Until Iruka arrived. Everyone settle down now. And Kiba, you failed. Remember? You have to go and retake the test. And lucky for you, you are going to take it now because of your mother. Request. Really? Yes. And so, Kiba was able to pass on the spot as well and get his headband and place into Team Kurenai as well. As now we see, one by one the sensei came and took their teammates. Until the three students remained. Sakura, Naruto, who were chatting with one another. All the while Sasuke, who were just sitting there, brooding. As suddenly the door came open after a few hours of wait and in came Kakashi Hatake, the person who wore a mask on his face and had silver gravity-defying hair. So this is my students. My first expression is, you're mediocre, all of you. as Naruto sighed, but didn't say much. Sakura, on the other hand, was a bit ticked off, while Sasuke outright then said, "Then you don't have the eye for what is in front of you. Those two might be trash, but I am a diamond in rough. A Uchiha, a pureblood, an elite. You would show me respect, or I would force the council to make you do that." "Then you don't deserve any respect, Uchiha-san. Meet me at the rooftop within 5 minutes or so, otherwise don't bother showing up because you all have failed." "Failed? But we just passed," said Sakura. "That was just the test to see if you're fit to become Genin. The test to see if you are Genins is about to begin." And so, that is when he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Naruto, taking the hands of Sakura, dashed. "Come on, Sakura-chan, we don't have much time." Sasuke followed suit and pushed Naruto off the staircase, as also shoving out Sakura, who was at front. "Get out of my way!" As Naruto grabbed onto Sakura, who almost fell. "Are you right?" "Yeah." "What a jerk," said Sakura. "Forget about him. Let's go upstairs." As Naruto and Sakura arrived a few seconds late. "You two, why are you too late?" "He pushed us. I was almost going to fall," said Sakura, pointing towards Sasuke. "Should not have gotten in my way." "Is that so? Well, anyways, you're here. So, let's begin with introductions. About what you like, about your name, and what your goals are. Let's go one by one. You, Mr. Emo over here, pure blood. Let's go with you." "My name is Sasuke Uchiha, and I'm an elite Uchiha with pure blood Uchiha blood going through my veins. I was supposed to be the clan heir until my brother took that from me by killing away the very clan that I was supposed to watch over. I have one goal and one goal alone: to restore the Uchiha clan to its former glory and to make sure to kill that bastard in the process." Brooding and fitting. Anyways, moving onwards. What about you, pink-haired girl? "It's Sakura, sensei. And my goal is, when I grow up, to be a strong Konoichi. Someone who everyone can rely on," she said, looking towards Naruto for almost a second, who was smiling at her because she had a prominent goal. "And I would try my best to learn everything I can from you to make sure that I become that." As now came the turn for Naruto, as he then said, "My goal is not my own alone. It is of someone that is quite close to me. My brother Haru, who has passed away. His goal was to become a shinobi to protect village because he saw it as a family. I wish to honor that goal and dream, while also fulfilling my own, which is to become the Hokage." As Sasuke began to laugh, "You, a nobody, an orphan, become a Hokage? You should stick with orphans, because that is how orphans are. Like your Nissan. Useful when the time is, and then once they get used off, they're sent off to be killed." As Naruto almost lost his composure, but then he calmed himself. Kakashi was quite shocked to witness this. Impressive composure. "Regardless of what you say, Uchiha, I still had someone who loved me. A brother, at least. Not like he killed his own family and left me to be a brooding bastard." As Sasuke critically, "Take that back! Take it back, or I will punish you with the help of council." "Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots." "Do what you must, Sasuke. Just don't try to test me again." And so, after that we see, once that was said and done, Kakashi then said, "Alright, settle down. This is how the test is going to be." He explained them about the bell test and told them not to eat the breakfast. But Naruto remembered his Nissan's word as he told both of them to eat it, because that is the most useful thing to do. And they are going to need all the energy they can get. And so when the day came, Naruto and Sakura had eaten while Sasuke hadn't. And so, once the test began, Naruto, with the help of Sakura's teamwork, was able to trap Kakashi into ninja wires while also cutting off with a strike from his katana, moving fast both of the belts, as he gave one to Sakura and had held the one belt. "What are you gonna do with the other belt, Naruto?" As Naruto mind wondered, should he help Sasuke? The bastard was, if anything, nothing more than a bragging bastard, And all bark, no bite. There you go, Mr. Elite. Have it. What? No, I don't need your pity. You're gonna fail this way and go back to the academy. Might as well let you pass. As that is when Kakashi then said, you all are passed. As every one of them were shocked. What? Except for Naruto, who smiled. Seems like you knew about this, Naruto. Always look underneath the underneath, Sensei. The rule number 1 of the textbook Shinobi example. There is not a single Genin team out there who only has 2 Genins. So when you presented the 2 bells, I was able to figure out it was either one had to sacrifice or all have to stand up for one another. But why did you sacrifice yourself for Sasuke? I told you my goal, right? Even if he's a bastard, he still kind of fall into that category, so yeah, I had to. It's good to know that you all have your back. I don't have their back, and I don't have their pity. Then you'll be going back to the academy for at least 5 years, Sasuke. Are you willing to do that? No. And then what you say? Thank you, Naruto. You don't need to thank me, Sasuke. As Sakura was happy, and Kakashi then said, congratulations, from this day onwards you are all Genins and Team 7 members. And from there onwards, the team rank missions began. One after the other, they were able to do that. More like Sakura and Naruto were, alongside with Kakashi, while Sasuke, all he tried to do was just yell and complain and do nothing. He did not have skills to back things up. Until the time came where their quota for the D-rank missions were completed, and now it was time for them to get the first C-rank missions. I have had enough of this bullshit. Okage-sama, I demand that I have been given a high-ranking mission. I'm not doing any more chores. An elite like me shouldn't do that. Is that so, Sasuke? Fine. Bring in Tazuna. As the bridge builder from the Land of Waves was brought in. Looking at the team, he made fun of them, but Naruto and Sakura were able to compose themselves, and so their journey began. During their journey, Naruto found something odd. Sensei, what is it, Naruto? Why is there a puddle there? It hasn't rained almost like a month since. Right? Yeah. Why is there a rain puddle? As Naruto taking out a smoke bomb, threw it there. As suddenly there was a puff of smoke, and 2 figures appeared coughing. Taking this, Naruto unsheathed his blade and attacked them, causing cuts to appear on the veins, which caused them to instantly pass out because of the blood loss. And then Naruto, taking out a few bandages, healed them. Why are you healing them? When you went for the kill. Because I didn't went for the kill. I made them unconscious because of blood loss. I didn't mean to kill them. That is a good tactic, Naruto, but don't use it on everyone else. Those are your bandages that you would need when the time is right. I know. But I just couldn't let them die. In the Shinobi world, you have to do that to your enemies, I'm afraid. Most of them. But that is right. We need to figure out what would the demon brothers want from us, and what are they doing here. And one of them woke up after a few chakra pills were given to them by Kakashi. Now tell us, esteemed demon brothers, what are you doing here? And they told that they wanted Tazuna. And after that, Tazuna was confronted, and Naruto made his team agree that they need to help him out, and went towards the Land of Waves, now surrounded by thick mist. Once they arrived there, they figured it out that something was off. As Naruto informed his sensei, something is wrong. As a whizzing sound was heard of a blade, Naruto then said, "Duck, everyone!" As a blade barely missing an inch from Naruto's head, while others have ducked already, when slammed into the tree. It was a huge blade that was quite wide and long as well. Not something that a normal katana wielder could use. As suddenly landed onto the blade was a person, wearing bandages over his face. Well, just my luck, the person I was looking for. Hand that bridge builder over to me and I'll let you live. How about it? How about not? As Naruto unsheathed his katana, a sword master. Let's see what you got, kid. And so, 2 kunais were held into the hands of a man. No, your blade. He's a sword master, a demon one at that. From the Mizugakure. You don't need to fight him, Naruto. But I have to. And so, Naruto was beaten. For the first time in his life, he was beaten so badly at the hands of Zabuza Momochi that Naruto was left wheezing onto the ground, coughing blood. Naruto, stand back. As Naruto stood up, shaking on shaky legs, holding his blade while his hands and vision got blurry and shaky. I gotta hand it to you, kid. Not many would be able to stand on their feet after I'm done with them. But yet here you are, able to stand and look tall. A true swordsmanship spirit. It's just a sad shame that you're on the wrong side of my mission. As taking this chance, Kakashi used the Chidori and was almost going for a kill until someone made him beat him to it. As Zabuza slumped to the ground as a hunter nin arrived. Sorry, I've been hunting him for a while now. I couldn't intervene because it is a tradition in Kiri to watch the deal of a swordmaster. It could have been his last fight. He certainly has a lot of guts standing up to someone like Zabuza. With that, the hunter nin took the body and disappeared. Kakashi, stood there, watching him with narrowed eyes. Sensei, we need to help Naruto. As Naruto, placing his katana onto the ground, stood up, supporting his body with that. You were right, Sensei. I should not have used a bit of bandages there. As Naruto was close to passing out, there were a lot of cuts on his body and a lot of wounds. Once Naruto was patched up, he was moved to Tazana's home, where Naruto was resting. It was only nighttime that Naruto woke up. Coming downstairs, he met with Inari, who told them to get out of here, leave before they too fall victim to Gato, and what he is capable of doing. Naruto told him that he would not, and that only pissed Inari off, and told Naruto to look at his condition. It got so bad that Naruto left that night outside to wander off and cool off his head, where he met with Haku, a girl who turned out to be a boy, and he gave Naruto quite a lot of lessons, tough ones, and Naruto gave him someone as well. After that, the next morning arrived. Naruto found himself resting there and a bit late. Taking off his katana, he dashed, even in bandages and pain, back to the home, where he found a pit of goons which he took care of instantly and arrived at the bridge after finding out that the rest of the team has gone there, where Naruto saw Zabuza as well as the hunter nin from back was there. Sakura as well as Sasuke were captured into the ice dome by him. Naruto, dashing fast as he could, using his full force, channeled his chakra into the blade. His blade began to glow blue with chakra, and with a single slash, cracks began to appear all over the ice dome, causing it to shatter with such force that cracks ripped upon on the earth itself. As the hunter nin mask fell off, as stood in front of him was Haku. Haku, why? I'm sorry, Naruto. But like you, I have someone to protect as well, said Haku. As Naruto realized it was Zabuza, Naruto challenged Zabuza again to a sword fight. You haven't learned your lesson, kid. I almost killed you last time. Do you want to die again? If I have to, then I will. But you will let Haku walk free. And this time Naruto used his katana, remembering his brother's words, to both as a blade and as a shield, using the blunt side to not only parry the attacks but also use the force of the attack against the enemy itself. Naruto jumped on the blade and almost poked Zabuza straight into the face with his katana until Haku intervened and got pierced into the hand. Haku, why? I have to. After all, I'm his shield. You're not his shield. You're a goddamn human. Stay out of this, Haku. I don't need you. As Naruto got more and more enraged, lashing out on Zabuza, as the other witnessed in shock that Naruto was going head to head with the demon of a mist, the one of the legendary swordsmen. In the end, both of them, after a continuous hour worth of battle, was panting heavily, both Zabuza and Naruto. As Zabuza felt his vision getting blurred, his heart was beating too fast. My heart is gonna give out soon. I gotta hand it to the brat. He pushed me to it. Haku. Yes, Lord Zabuza. From this day onwards, you are free. You're free from me. No, don't do this to me. Please. I won't know what to do. Trust me, you would. After all, you're like a son to me. You're like a father to me. As Naruto dropped his blade, I yield. What? I yield. You win, Zabuza. Just make sure you save and protect what you have left. As Zabuza stood up, we see he smiled at Naruto. And that is when an arrow pierced straight through his heart. Naruto's eyes widened, and so did Zabuza's and Haku as Haku screamed, "No!" As on the other side of the bridge we see the archer standing, which was with Gato, the said tyrant lord. You betrayed me. You could have done something good with your life, Zabuza. But I guess it was all for naught. Haku lashed out and began to kill the people. Naruto, leaving his brother's katana sheathed, picked up Zabuza's katana. Naruto, what are you doing? Stand back, please. As he dashed, dragging the katana at first until it was in the air, and then he lunged. He lunged up into the air, rotating like a damn Beyblade, coming down with such force that once the blade struck down to the ground, a whole earth shook there. And with an impact that caused boom sound like to appear, everyone was flung into the air, giving Haku a chance to kill everyone with Senbon needles, and then finally using the blade, Naruto cut it up Gato into 3 pieces. The first man he killed out of anger and rage. Once he was killed, Naruto stood there panting heavily as Haku arrived next to the body of his father who had died. Naruto arrived near him, placing a hand on Haku's shoulder. I'm sorry, Haku. If only I hadn't pushed him to the battle, It's fine. It was Gato who killed him. You didn't. What are you gonna do now, Haku? I don't know. How about you come back to Konoha? With us. You can also have a home there. I don't think so, Naruto. I don't think I would be able to belong anywhere. I would rather travel and wander around. Just know this. If you ever are nearby Konoha, wish for a home. You know where to find me. You always have a friend in me, Haku. As after a proper funeral, Team 7 and Haku parted ways, and Land of Waves celebrated that they were saved as well. Once returned, it was told by Kakashi to them that tuning exams were coming near, and they should be ready. And so, that is what they prepared for. That is until that happened. Orochimaru struck and attacked on the very first exams. Konoha Crush battle was underway because Orochimaru this time went for the surprise element, surprising and attacking when the least expected. In the broad daylight, Naruto was forced to fight, and he barely was able to save Hiruzen's Harutobi as well, while getting extremely wounded into his shoulder and getting his katana, his brother's katana, shattered as well. As Naruto was hospitalized, the battle may be over, but Orochimaru had won the war because he had caused a lot of death, so much so that it forced Tsunade Senju to come out of retirement, alongside with Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sanins, alongside Tsunade, to return as well. As inside Hiruzen's office, where we see Hiruzen with an arm cast seated, both of them stood. Orochimaru did all of this. He attacked us by surprise, but he has escaped. I don't know where off to, but I think he might have gone back to that Akatsuki. You mean to say the one that Haru was investigating about, right? Yes. The group that was keeping eye on each and every nation. I'm gonna kill that fucker. But how is Naruto? You mean to say your student's son, right, Jiraiya? Yes. The very same. And so, they arrived at his room, where they found 2 girls seated there, Hinata and Sakura, both looking at worry with Naruto. As Jiraiya smiled, and so did Tsunade. As Tsunade came towards them, Mind if I watch over your boyfriend for a bit, girls? I have to examine him. And after examining Naruto, she found out that Naruto's blood had contained a lot of poison and was contaminated. As Sakura and Hinata both offered their own bloods, if that would help. It was quite heart-touching, but Tsunade told them that they don't need to worry about anything. Jiraiya and Hiruzen This were also quite impressed, because that made them aware that something was definitely good about Naruto. He was definitely his parents' son. You know, Jiraiya, I have been thinking hard and long. Maybe it is time for Naruto to have his parents' heritage. And maybe it's time for me to take him to train to Mount Miyamoku as well. What? Yes. I had returned with only one goal in mind. Take the boy to a training trip. Make him realize that not only Kenjutsu is the way. I'll make sure he masters his father's and mother's heritage. While this was done, Naruto left. Sasuke deserted the village as well, but not before harming Sakura and the others. 3 years went by in the blink of an eye. Within those 3 years, Naruto mastered Senjutsu Chakra, Sage Mode, and also the Rasengan, which he completed, and Hiraishin technique as well. He was saddened that his brother's katana was broken, but with the help of a blacksmith, as well as with a lot of now Fuinjutsu seals that Naruto mastered, thanks to his mother's heritage, Naruto was able to imply the seals that made the blade unbreakable. During his travel, while returning after all that, he bumped into Haku, who was still carrying the huge katana of Zabuza in bandages behind his back. Haku, what are you doing here? I was passing by this village, Naruto. Like a wanderer I told you to be. You still haven't decided yet? No, I haven't. But I am coming to terms with it. I see. Is that his blade? Yeah. I still keep it close. Good to know. Naruto? What is it, Haku? I want you to have this. What? Why? You are a Kenjutsu master, right? And you fought with him. There is a tradition I learned of later onwards that once a swordman loses his blade in a fight, he has to give that to the winner. But I yielded back then. You won. You yielded because of me. And I am giving it to you. Take care of it. Are you sure about this? Yes, of course I am. That is why I am giving it to you. No? I'll take good care of it, I promise. You won't regret this. Make sure I don't, Naruto. I'll make sure of that. And so, once the blade was given, Naruto and Haku spent time a bit with Jiraiya, as Jiraiya gave Haku a job to become a member of his spy network, which Haku accepted, because in this way, Haku realized that he would still have a connection with Naruto, his friend, and so it was agreed upon. As Naruto returned, he thought everything would be good and happy, but once he met Sakura, he found out that she had a lot of scars on her face, and she was hiding, and had lost one of her arms, and now was working just as a medic. What happened to her? As Naruto dashed towards her, as Sakura, looking at Naruto, dashed away. Don't look at me, Naruto. What happened, Sakura? What happened to you? I'm hideous. It was him, that bastard. He did this to me. Sasuke? Where is he? As Naruto was informed that Sasuke had deserted, gone to Orochimaru, Naruto was enraged. His blood was boiling. As Naruto hugged Sakura close to his chest. To me, you're still the most prettiest girl. Remember what I said? As Sakura cried in his arms, even with one arm and still with a lot of scars on her face, she was accepted. Her parents, they were touched beyond reason, but told Naruto that he did not have to do that. But Naruto, he was hell-bent. Seeing this, Hinata was hurt beyond reasoning, but she understood. But seeing that, Sakura also agreed that if she took Naruto for herself, that wouldn't be kind to Hinata. So, this was a CRA marriage, but with only 2 wives. And Naruto, although a bit shocked by this, was at least happy that the other two are happy, and vowed that he would get revenge for what Sasuke has done to Sakura. And one more change had happened. Hiruzen Sarutobi had retired, and Tsunade Senju, who was now like a mother figure to Naruto, had become the Hokage. Everything was going great until news came that Sasuke Uchiha has joined the Akatsuki and has begun to hunt down the mages for them after betraying Orochimaru. And Orochimaru was dead, killed by him. Naruto was even more pissed, and now he was mastering both his brother's blade and Zabuza's blade with both hands, dual wielding, one long blade and one short one, for a shorter and longer range. It was quite difficult, but Naruto was getting through it. And in the end, when Akatsuki arrived to attack Konoha, Naruto with such force threw his small katana that it pierced straight through the skull of the orange-haired Path of Pain, causing him to descend. While using the bigger blade, Naruto rotated it with such force, it spun like a spindle and cut it through everyone and returned in Naruto's hand like a boomerang. The Paths of Pain with 2 attacks alone were defeated. After that, Naruto jumped up and then made hand seals using huge amount of air, and then he said, "Wind Blades Jutsu," as suddenly wind cutter jutsus were released in the form of blade slices, cutting through them, causing huge gashes to appear on the ground. Once thus settled, the Akatsuki members were dealt with, but Naruto knew Sasuke was still out there, and so Naruto went after him after Tsunade gave him the go. Konoha 11 as a whole went. Sakura and Hinata were there as medics and support, as Kiba told Naruto that he had his back. And once they arrived at Amegakure, to surprise them, Sasuke and the others attacked as well. Kiba jumped in and protected Naruto from an attack, a fatal one, while taking the poison blade from Sasuke himself. "Kiba, no!" As Sakura went to heal him, as Kiba smiled, "Don't worry about me. Just deal with him." As Naruto for the first time let loose the Kyuubi's chakra, covered by it, Naruto, who had never lost composure, had lost for once, as Sasuke came in front of him, and what followed suit was a massacre. Naruto cut it off his torso with the huge blade and both of his arms as well, leaving him as a stump on the ground, and in front of him killed his brother and the rest of the Akatsuki members without any mercy. Naruto had lost his consciousness. He was like a bloodthirsty monster who was killing them. "He's gone insane," said Jiraiya, as Tsunade witnessed both Hinata and Sakura jumping in, hugging Naruto from back and front, telling him to calm down. As Naruto was gritting his teeth and almost would have let out a roar to send flying everyone back, but Naruto was able to calm himself, hugging both of his wives that he had married off to. "It's alright, both of you. And thank you for the assist." As Naruto walked towards Sasuke, "So, Mr. Elite, what should we do with you?" "Kill me, you bastard!" "No. That would be too easy of a death for you. Sakura would get to decide." "I don't care. To me, do what you must, Naruto." As Naruto then said, "Scum like you don't deserve to die that easily. You'll be spending the rest of your life on a fucking wheelchair like that. Without any arms, without any torso, living like a fucking vegetable you are. Don't do this to me. Please. You don't deserve any mercy, Sasuke. You only deserve a scrawn." With that being said, Naruto left while Sasuke as a stump was arrested. Elemental Nation feared Konoha's new strength and feared the next generation, because they not only toppled an organization made out of S-rank shinobis, rogue ones, but also had defended their home. And once Naruto returned, Tsunade, the elders, as well as Hiruzen stood there alongside with Jiraiya, as they watched Naruto and his team celebrating and going out for dinner at Akamichi barbecue shop. "You know, that boy, he has dreamed to become a Hokage one day. And I think he is fit to become the Hokage, because he knows how to lead people, and he knows how to protect his own. I've seen him in battle. He certainly is. Kiba almost died if it wasn't for Sakura being there. and he protected Naruto from that attack because he was aiming for Naruto's heart, while Kiba jumped in, taking the attack in his guts. Yeah, luckily his liver was saved, just by a few inches. If that would have punctured, he would be a harder case to save in the midst of battle. Yeah. But one thing is for sure, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, he certainly has changed our perspective, because he has made us aware of the long forgotten thing about our sensei. Fear the man who practiced one thing 10,000 times than a man who has mastered 10,000 things a single time. As with that being said, it was set in stone. Naruto was going to become the sixth Hokage sooner or later. All the while Naruto was going to fulfill and honor both his brother and his dream. After all that was settled, Naruto arrived the next day at the graveyard where the grave of his brother was, where his brother was buried. As he settled down, "Hey there, bro. Just wanted to fill you in because I did not have the time to do so. A lot has happened. I became a sword master, just like you. I still haven't fulfilled my dream though, but I hope I will in the future. But I got myself family. Like you said that once I get my wife, I will leave you. Turns out I didn't, and I got two of them. It's just, I sometimes miss you, and wish that you were here. God knows how happy it would have been. I'm gonna miss you, Nissan. I'll come again. Take care of yourself." With that, Naruto stood up. Paying his respects, he left, after placing some roses there. As up there, above in heaven, alongside with Minato and Kushina, watching down on him was Haru, proud of his little brother, of how far he has came. As this is where I will be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed and liked this one, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my Polo Uchiha channel as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.